Good day, everybody. Family Home Church. Sorry that we're missing Job 6 and 7. Something happened yesterday and I wasn't able to get it done. So tonight we're doing 6, 7, 8, and tomorrow we'll do 9, 10, 11 to get it caught up to the right spot because we're supposed to be 10 and 11 tomorrow, 8 and 9 tonight. So tonight we'll be doing 6, 7, 8, tomorrow 9, 10, 11, and then we'll be back on schedule with 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 through 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25. Now, 23, 24, and 25, 26, 27, 28 will probably be done, recorded on the 22nd and 23rd to be posted on the 24th and 25th. That's Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Because Christmas Eve, I'll be unavailable, and Christmas Day, we all should be able to spend some time with our family, but we'll still have the Bible readings. Anyways, God bless you all for joining in, and here we go with Job chapter 6. As soon as I pull it back up. Then Job answered, okay, so Job was talking to his one of his companions, one of his friends, Eliphaz. And Eliphaz, remember what I said 2 nights ago, Eliphaz, when I finished reading it, actually gave him encouragement. He actually predicted, or not predicted, but prophesied there's going to be peace in his tent. Things will get better for him. His offspring, which he lost his entire, pretty much his whole family, where his whole family, everything was decimated, and here he is sick, and feel like he should be dead, and he tell him, you're gonna have offspring like the grass of the earth. In other words, you're gonna have an abundance of children who are gonna have abundance of children, and they're gonna grow from there. So he's prophesying to him and encouraging him. Don't think this way. Don't think of the wishing that your birthday was your real birthday, the day that you were born was non-existent. So he's trying to help him out. Then Job answered and said, "Oh, that my grief were fully weighed, and my calamity laid with it on the scales." In other words, dude, seriously, I am in pain. I am dying. My whole family's gone. I don't have any wealth. Everything is gone, taken from me. For then it would be heavier than the sand of the sea. Therefore, my woods have been rash. For the arrows of the Almighty are within me. My spirit drinks in their poison. The terror of God are arrayed against me. Does a wild donkey bray when it has grass, or does an ox low over its fodder? Fodder being the food that they eat. It's a particular food. Um, can flavorless food be eaten without salt? You ever eat plain eggs, plain scrambled eggs? There's not really much of a taste to it unless you put some salt on it. And here's something funny. I forgot this even comes up, and he says that right after. Or is there any taste in a white of an egg? You think about it. If you get something that's no flavor, I had my wife and I, God bless, we were able to take a little dinner date tonight for the first time in a couple months. Maybe no, we had our anniversary one too. So, anyways, we don't go to out. My wife and I don't go out to eat maybe once a month at that much. I got family and friends that go out like every other week or every other 3 or 4 days. Sometimes they go out almost all the time. It's like, dude, you know how much money you're wasting by going out all the time. Anyways, her and I went out to eat, and there are people who will put ketchup or steak sauce or something on their steak to make it more flavorful. You know what? I had a steak tonight. It wasn't a big one. It was a small little 6 ounce. Um, and the flavor of it was so good, it didn't need nothing because they put the right seasoning on it. You can't eat something that doesn't have something on it to make it taste good. So that's how what he's using a reference to. My soul refuses to touch them. They are lonesome food to me. Oh, that I might have my request. Oh, excuse me. That God would grant me the thing that I long for. That I would please God to crush me. That He would lose His hand and cut me off. Then I would still have comfort, though in anguish I would ex, exult. He will not spare, for I have not concealed the words of the Holy One. What strength do I have that I should hope? Or in what is my end that I should prolong my life? Is my strength the strength of stones, or in the flesh of bronze? Is my help not within me, and is success driven from me? To him who is afflicted, kindness should be shown by his friends, even though he forsakes the fear of the Almighty. My brothers have dealt deceitfully like a brook, like the streams of the brooks that pass away, which are dark because of the ice, and into which the snow vanishes. When it is warm, they cease to flow. When it is hot, they vanish from their place. The paths of their way they turn aside. They go nowhere and perish. The caravans of Tema look. The travelers of Sheba hope for them. They are disappointed because they were confided. Come on. Stop, computer. They are disappointed because they were confident they come there and are confused. For now you are nothing, you are terror in our face. Did I ever say, bring something to me, or offer a bribe for me for your wealth, or deliver me from the enemy's hand, or redeem me from the hand of the oppressor? Teach me, I will hold my tongue. Cause me to understand wherein I have erred. How forceful are right how forceful are right words. But what does your arguing prove? Do you intend to rebuke my words and the speeches of my depre- desperate one, which are as wind? Yes, you overwhelm the fatherless, and you undermine your friend. Now therefore be pleased to look at me, for I would never lie to your face. You now let there be no justice, yes conceded, my righteousness still stands, and the injustice of my tongue cannot my taste discern the unsavory. Ugh, excuse me there. See, he started saying something to him beforehand that made him say this. It's like you hear the beginning of it and you just say, okay, for example, like my wife, she's a teacher for first grade. Pray for her, pray for her, pray for her. She has 2 weeks of no kids that are not hers. Her kids, she can punish. And technically, suspension or whatever reason that the principal does for the students, she can have that as punishment. But I'm talking about real punishment. And you guys have listened to any of my teachings or speeches about it, you know that I believe that there are certain types of capital. People call, oh, that's capital punishment. You shouldn't do that. It'll hurt them. It'll make the personality mess up. Okay, I had capital punishment and I'm not messed up. Not really. I turned out righteous in God's eyes, I do believe. And as long as you discipline your children properly. But that's neither here or there of what I was trying to say. And I done forgot what I was trying to say. That happens to me sometimes. But okay, so she's a teacher and she says something about Abraham was a tall man and he was born in whatever year it was. I can't remember what Abraham was. And then she says all this other stuff, blah 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 blah. And he was shot by John Wilkes Booth. All they remember is Abraham was a tall man. They don't remember nothing else. And that's what he's doing right here in the beginning of his speech. Is he's only remembering at this point in time what the other man said to him at the beginning and not what he said to him at the end. I see the end of what he has said as an encouragement and as a prophecy. You're going to have all this back to you one day. That's where I see it. Is there not a time of hard service for a man on earth, and not his days also like the days of a hired man, like a servant who earnestly desires the shade, and like a hired man who eagerly looks for his wages? So I have been a lot of months of futility, and where is some nights have been appointed to me. When I lie down, I say, when shall I rise? And the night be ended. For I have had my fill of tossing till dawn. I have too, Lord. Last night wasn't too bad. Last night I think I slept pretty decent. My flesh is caked with worms and dust. My skin is cracked and breaks out afresh. This is his disease that he has. This is his sickness that he has. It's like having leprosy on top of boils, on top of skin cancer, on top of what's another skin disease? Can't think of one right now. My days are swift. Staff. My days are swifter than the weaver's shuttle, and are spent without hope. Oh, remember that my life is a breath. My eye will never again see good. Now he's starting. Now he's starting to sound like he's complaining because he doesn't think anything good is going to happen now. The eye of him who sees me will see me no more. While your eyes are upon me, I will see no longer be. I shall no longer be. As a cloud disappears and vanishes away, so he who goes down to the grave does not come up. Now that's very true, except there is going to be a resurrection. So yes, it will come up one day. He didn't know about the resurrection back then, I'm sure. Um, he shall never return to his house. He nor shall his place know him anymore. My cursor just disappeared. There we go. Um, Therefore, I will not restrain my mouth. I will speak in the anguish of my spirit. I will complain in the bitterness of my soul. Am I a sea or a sea serpent that you should set a guard over me? When I say my bed will comfort me, my couch will ease my complaint, then you scare me with dreams and terrify me with visions, so that my soul chooses strangling and death rather than my body. I loathe my life. I would not live forever. Let me alone, for my days are but a breath. What is a man that you should exalt him, that you should set your heart on him, that you should visit him every morning and test him every moment? How long will you not look away from me and let me alone till I swallow my saliva? Have I sinned? What have I to do with you, a watcher of men? Why have you set me as your target, so that I am a burden to myself? Why then do you not pardon my transgressions? Why take away my iniquity? For now I will lie down in the dust, and you will seek me diligently, but I will no longer be. Then Bildad the Shilonite answered and said, how long will you speak these things, and the words of your mouth be like a strong wind? Does God subvert judgment, or does the Almighty pervert justice? If your sons have sinned against him, he has cast them away for their transgressions. You got to remember that. That's going to happen. You could preach, you could teach, you could try to do everything that's right for your children, but if they still go away and transgress, God will deal with them and make your supplication to the Almighty. He's just telling them the truth right here. If you were pure and upright, surely he would awake from. Surely now he would awake for you and prosper your rightful dwelling place. Though your beginning was small, yet your latter will increase abundantly. For inquire, please, of the former age, and consider the things discovered by their fathers. For we were born yesterday and know nothing, because our days on the earth are shadow. Will they not teach you to and tell you in other words from their heart? Can the papyrus grow up without a marsh? Can the reeds flourish without water while it is yet green and not cut down? You know how people say something to you and then they answer instead of say yes I'll do it or no I can't do it. You ever see it like in the movies or something or on TV shows and something says does a bee make honey? Hey, will you go to the store with me? Does a bee make honey? In other words, yes, the bee makes honey. So yes, that means I'll go to the store with you. That's what he's saying. That's what he's kind of saying right there. While it is yet green and not cut down, it withers before any other plant. So are the paths of all who forgot God and the hope of the hypocrite. So are the paths of all who forgot God, and the hope of a hypocrite shall perish, whose confidence shall be cut off. And I just lost my place when I scrolled. Confidence shall be cut off, and who trust is a spider's web. He leans on a house, but it does not stand. He holds it fast, but it does not endure. He grows green in the sun, and his branches spread out in his garden. His roots wrap around the rock heap and look for the place in the stones. If he is destroyed from his place, then it will deny him, saying, I have not seen you. Behold, this is the joy of his way, and out of the earth others will grow. Behold, God will not cast away the blameless, nor will he uphold the evildoers. If you do evil, you will not be upheld. Very truth in that. We're speaking things about Revelation. You need to listen to the Revelations also. He will yet fill your heart with laughing, and your lips with rejoicing. Now he's giving them encouragement. You're going to laugh again. You're going to rejoice again. Those who hate you will be clothed with shame, and the dwelling place of the wicked will come to nothing. So he's now giving them encouragement. I can't remember. Well, I do remember who it was, but I'm not going to mention who it was. Someone told me, they were wrong for arguing with Job. No, they weren't. If you listen to what it is, if you listen to all the words, there are things they are just speaking to help him learn in order for him to not forsake God. And because he doesn't forsake God, you guys have to listen to the end to find out what happens. Okay, again, we're getting 9, 10, and 11 most likely tomorrow night, 9, 10, and 11. Because this is work. It's not really that long for the most part. Some of it may look long, but each verse is like short little sentences. They're not long sentences like others. So we'll do 9, 10, and 11. And then you know what? I just thought of it since we're doing it that way. I might do the same thing. 23, no, because 23, 24, and 25. I might do 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. I might just change it to where I can get these other scriptures. And I'll let you all know how I'm going to do it. Okay? So God bless you all. Just keep listening. God has something great for us in every scripture. All the works of God are important for us to hear. God bless you all. Like, share, and subscribe. And see you. Well, actually, physically see you, but it's a figure of speech. See you again. I know I clicked the end button. There we go.